2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, it's Georgia Lyons and welcome to Intros, brought to you by Spark and Spotify. Today on the show, I'm so excited. We have the incredible Nama joining us. Nama, welcome to Intros. It is so good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. One of the most wonderful things, I think, for us as a team when we created Intros was wanting to create a platform for artists like you who are starting out, who are looking for opportunities to share their artistry and share their songs and share their story. Nama, tell us about your journey in music. How did you start out?
I started by playing guitar. My mum enrolled my brother and I into guitar lessons because we were going through a bit of like a tough time as a family. And I think she got us into lots of different things like guitar playing and like horse riding and stuff like that to like distract us. And actually, to be honest, I was never very passionate about guitar. I just wanted to compete with my brother.
Okay.
And yeah, but that has definitely I've definitely learned to love guitar.
So when you picked it up as a kid, you were like, I don't really want to learn this, but I'll do it because my brother's doing it.
Pretty much. And also because I loved to sing. And so it was like a way I could sing and be independent in that. So
Do you feel like your relationship with playing guitar has changed?
over the years?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Actually just like kind of recently just decided that I would stop criticising my playing and I would tell myself I was a good player.
I get it because we're human and we
Yeah.
are our harshest critic. But I listen to your guitar playing and I'm like, how do you do that? I've watched videos of you on Instagram and you play these beautiful picking sequences and your chord choices and like your feel is so amazing. So for the people that have never heard of you before, have never heard of Nama, can you tell us, how would you describe the music of Nama?
It's very quite soft and contemplative and gentle sort of music. It's very vulnerable. It's like written about my experiences and also I'm like quite drawn to like just beautiful music in general. So I guess I try and like capture that.
Has there been a specific moment for you where you began taking your artistry more seriously?
About a year and a half ago, I went through a breakup that was quite hard. I started writing songs as a way of like processing my emotions and sort of coping with things. And they weren't like great. They were very, very emotional and they were songs that I finished. And I think that was a big thing for me, like starting to write and like writing with this authentic sort of voice. Like I think that kick-started a bunch of writing that I did since that felt really like genuine. I don't know if anyone will ever hear those songs, but that's okay.
Sometimes those songs don't even need to be heard. I've written some songs that I'm like, I hope no one ever hears this.
Yeah, I must admit, I did play some of them at a gig that I had like around the same time. And just looking back, it's like, wow. Someone came up to me afterwards and they were like, oh, it sounds like we've been through similar things. And I just like burst into tears. It was, yeah.
Do you feel like you've landed at a place where you are like, yep, this is good, this is me as an artist?
Somewhat. But I don't know if I'll ever really, I do hope that I will continue developing and changing because, yeah. But I do definitely feel like I've found my lane a little bit.
Obviously, you're amazing. I think you're wonderful. And I've been following you for a little while and I've seen you post many times these really cool events that you're doing. And you also have run/set up Wahine and Jazz. Can you tell us, what is this about? Why did you do this? Paint the picture for us.
Wahine and Jazz we're an organisation that advocates for and promotes the development of female jazz musicians. Where it all came from was my friend Francesca and I, we were in second year in the jazz program and we have to take a jazz history course. We just became aware of the history of women in jazz and how they've been like treated and the perspective on them, and alongside that we were both the only two girls in our year. So naturally we sort of had a bit of solidarity. One thing for me was I felt like I never really got criticised the same way that my like male counterparts did.
Sure.
I sort of felt like people took it gentle on me because they didn't want to hurt my feelings or something. Whereas I really would have welcomed, more constructive feedback. We just thought like even for the simple fact that there's only two of us in this course and we know so few female jazz musicians, like why not have like a group and just have that sort of sense of community? At the moment, it's just like creating awareness around the whole thing, yeah.
And you guys run events and do shows and kind of showcase other wahine and jazz. It's so cool.
Yeah. We've had a bit of funding from the Auckland Council to do like workshops with like notable female
That's so
jazz
cool.
musicians.
If you had like a piece of advice or something that you wish you could speak to your younger self, do you have something that you would say?
I think one thing that's really encouraged me, like recently still, is that you can't edit something that you haven't, like that doesn't exist. So just make, and then go back and like critique it and make it better, or throw it out, whatever.
That's a hard lesson to learn.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I'm like, if it's not going to be good, I don't want to start. I just want to.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable to be uncomfortable, you know? Yeah.
So as a new artist who's also independent, I want to know from you, what have you found challenging as you're navigating the music industry?
My thing is to play the guitar and sing, and, I'll organise some gigs, and I do stuff for wahine and jazz, but it's very much like that's what I do. And then I think, like, I'm coming in and I'm like recording and I've got things on the go, and it's like, how do I actually make stuff happen? And who can I talk to about certain things? Like, there's been some key resources that have really like helped, like MMF, and like getting to talk to some people. But like, that's been my lifeline really. Like, with these things that I don't know, it's like, I know that I can go somewhere to find someone to talk about it.
Speaking from my own experience, I've felt this, when I was first starting out, but I would love to know for you, do you feel like there's things as an industry we could be doing better to support artists who are like at the beginning stages of their career?
Speaking from personal experience, like, yes, there has been like those hard sort of parts of it, like not knowing who to talk to about things. But also, I feel like I've been very lucky, like even just how I met you at the songwriting night, and since then you've been super like supportive, and you offered to get coffee, and like I felt that support, even if it wasn't like right in my face,
Feels really overwhelming when you're at the start and you're just like, I've got this really cool project. How do I take one step forward in the direction that I want to go in? Who are the people that I should talk to? What's a management contract? Do I need to sign one of those? Do I need a manager? Like all of these questions that I'm sure you've probably asked or might ask at some point. I know, because we've talked about it off camera, that you're working on a new project at the moment. How are you feeling about having this new project and then kind of
giving birth to it? Firstly, very excited. It's like my first time doing something like this, and like I'm not naturally someone who wants to like push myself out there. Like I feel like I need help to make all the content and get the press releases and the interesting things about me and the music like actually out,
I don't think you're alone in any of that process. Like we know so many people and so many artists who are in the same position that you are and who are making beautiful art and making incredible projects, and then they're kind of going, what do I do with this now? How do I get people to care about this child that I have, laboured over? And there is no guarantee, and we've talked about that before, there's no guarantee of a specific outcome or a playlist that you might hope to land, but we can control the things that we can control and how, the art sounds, and we can figure out the process. And the more that you release music and the more that you kind of take one step after the other, the path becomes familiar. And the next release that you do, you go, I did that last time and that worked and that didn't. What's the name of the song that you're going to play for us today?
It's called Rental Car.
I want to know what Rental Car's about.
It's pretty explicit, like the lyrics. You'll know what it's about.
Is it about a rental car?
Very vaguely. But no, basically my whole EP is like different perspectives on like loss of relationship. And Rental Car is the positive, uplifting, like ode to victory, life's gonna be okay sort of song. So, and it's also, it's just really fun to play, and it's one of my favourite songs I've written. So
we always get our guests to give like an artist shout out on the show. Do you have a favourite artist or someone that you're listening to at the moment that you want to introduce to our intros audience?
I have two.
Yes.
First one is my friend from jazz school. His name's Ben Shavas.
Cool.
And he put out an album late last year that is just very cool. And second one is my brother, who is working away on things, but he's going to get stuff out. And yeah,
Cool.
he's just an amazing, very passionate, like a great songwriter. And
What's your brother's artist name?
his artist name is Soundscope.
Soundscope. Awesome. I love that you're making an EP. I'm so excited. I'm honestly such a massive fan of you. I think you're amazing. You're an amazing songwriter. So thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really stoked.
This is your first interview.
I just can't believe that
You did it.
I got asked. You know, like it's very lovely. Yeah.
You're amazing. Bam.
Both arms around me, leaning over from the passenger seat in my rental car, temporary relief, permanent part. Spilled my coffee all over my lap. Split a pastry, pain or chocolate, as we call it off. Sitting on the steps beside the nightclub. You say you are sorry for not supporting my career. I say I'm sorry I let my doubts interfere. You say you might study and become an engineer. I think I might go volunteer, but there is no turning back here. Waiting for you at the cafe. Turn my back so you don't see my face and what I feel inside. Everything to lose and nothing to hide behind. You say you are ready to be the man that I deserve. I think we're better off without the hurt. You say you've been working on yourself, doing the time, but I think we're better off letting it die. 'Cause this is not what life should be like. When you think about it, darling, it's amazing. We went so long talking through a tin can telephone, taking one step forwards, two steps backwards, trying to uncross wire. I think we're better off letting it die, 'cause it feels like the odds are stacked. There is no turning back. This is not what life should be like.
Intros is proudly brought to you by Spark and Spotify, Rolling Stone, AUNZ, the New Zealand Music Commission and APRA.